Thanks for checking in on this Super Bowl Sunday. This is going to be an update on the most active period of weather we're going to see this winter, in my opinion. We're going to have three potential storms, one definitely tomorrow, another one on Wednesday, and then we have to keep our eye on the disturbance that's going to affect the area for next weekend. So buckle up. We have a lot of weather to talk about. I posted my snowfall maps for the first two events above this video. And yes, I did have to upgrade my map from last night, as much as I hate to do it. But there's going to be a lot of convective snowfall. So it's not going to be a long storm at all. It's going to be a quick hitting storm. But similar to what you saw in Philadelphia back in December, there's going to be a short period of intense snow over parts of central New Jersey, southeastern Pennsylvania that could accumulate pretty rapidly. Temperatures are not going to be too cold, so the roads are going to be pretty slick. When you get that heavy, wet snow, it's hard to get traction on the roads. But here's our disturbance that's going to affect us tomorrow. It's down here. Right in the southern states. This is going to ride on up and give us snow. Our next storm behind it is sitting right here in the subtropical jet stream in the Pacific Ocean. This will also pummel into the Gulf of Mexico and come up the coast as well on Wednesday. So let's take a look at the models real quick. So this is at 7 a.m. tomorrow. Snow starts to break out. Before that, I expect snow to break out most of these areas real early in the morning, before daybreak. And by the time we get to 1 o'clock p.m., this is where the heaviest snow should be occurring, from about 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And you're going to see here, if we take a look at 850 millibar temperatures, it basically shows where it's cold enough to snow. Again, you have cold enough snow everywhere from extreme South Jersey upward. So this will be snow changing to rain or just plain rain down here. Don't expect a lot of accumulations. The bullseye for this storm is going to be right in this area. Actually, I'll draw it out for you. Right in this area here. This is where you're going to see lifting of air, and you're going to see intense snowfall rates. And that's where you're going to see, the 6, 8 inches, maybe even locally 10-inch amounts there. To the north, a little bit less, but we'll also get snow up here in northwestern Jersey, and it will be a sharp cutoff to the north. Here's the surface temperatures at that time. You could see this is a little too warm for up here, I think. When it starts to snow, it's going to lower the temperature of the atmosphere due to the evaporative cooling. So you'll still be 32 degrees throughout here. Down here, definitely going to be raining at that time. So that's tomorrow's storm. Again, it's going to be a messy commute in the morning. It's going to mess up the work day pretty much for everybody. But it's winter and these things happen. This will be a little appetizer to what's going to come later in the week. So now let's move over to what's going to happen on Wednesday. So here's our disturbance that's going to affect us tomorrow. And here's our disturbance for Wednesday back here coming into California. Okay, this disturbance is then going to basically, this is at 16,000 feet, so the surface lows down in here. This just shows the trough and the energy coming in off of the Pacific. But our storm's going to develop right in here, and it's going to redevelop off the coast. So the question is, when does this redevelop? If it redevelops earlier, more cold air stays with the storm, and we don't go over to too much ice. Develops too late, we're going to see a rapid changeover to freezing rain and plain rain in many areas. Now, since we're going to have a snowpack on the ground from Monday, I think that the models are a little too warm with the system on Wednesday. So here we go right here. Let this load in. This is Wednesday at 7 a.m. Okay, let me give the video time to load this image in. Okay, so this is heavy precipitation through the whole area. Okay. At 850 millibars, see, it has all basically freezing rain and rain down in South Jersey, and it's holding the main snow north of us. Now, again, I expect this, when it's all said and done, to be more like this. Okay? So I think it's going to stay mostly snow up in northwestern Jersey, which is why my snow map above shows that. But we'll just have to wait and see. The models aren't always accurate, and part of doing this is interpreting where the models are going to have errors. Notice, however, though, even in these areas where it's going to be sleeting and raining, look at the surface temperatures. Okay, so even right here where there's going to be a little band of sleet or freezing rain, it's going to probably freeze when it hits the ground. So all these areas, and this 32-degree line more realistically, will probably be down here like this. Okay, this is all going to be frozen precipitation. It might actually be rain as it's coming down, but it's going to freeze on contact. And up here is really where I think we're going to see more significant snows. So this, I expect, again, minor accumulations in central Jersey, just more ice. Northwestern Jersey, 6, maybe even 8 inches. And up here, up to a foot of snow up in New Hampshire. Vermont, New Hampshire, New York State. Now, real quick, let's take a look at what's going to happen later in the week. Okay, here's our next disturbance that's going to be coming in for next weekend. And now we're going to have to see what happens here with this disturbance. Right now, we know there's going to be a lot of energy on the field. We know there's going to be a lot of cold air ahead of it. So now it just comes down to, does this little southern feature want to merge with a northern feature and wrap up a nice coastal storm and give us a major storm for the end of next weekend? So too early to talk about details on that now, but look, having 12 to 24 inches of snow on the ground in certain areas by the end of this week, meaning Sunday, is not a crazy hypothesis. So keep checking in. Snow tomorrow, again, will be a hard-hitting snow short, and then Wednesday I expect ice for most areas, northwestern New Jersey, more snow, then way into the interior, 8 to 12 inches of snow. Okay, frequent updates to come.